Get ready for the show, it's about to begin. Pro fan talk when we dive right in. Sports talk, hot takes, ain't nothing we lack. We the real fans, nothing holding us back. Mic check, 1, 2, y'all know the drill. We bringing the energy, we keep it real. Touchdowns, liquid air on, and slam dunks on the court. Every sport, every game, we holding down the fort. We breaking down the plays, dissecting the stats. Pro fan talk, we keeping it fat. Debating with passion, no filter, no doubt. We the voice of the fans, we scream and we shout.
What's going on, folks? Happy Monday to you. Let me get some light on the situation here. Got things a little dim in the office. That's a little bit better. Now let me add a little color. There we go. That's better. What's going on, man? Happy Monday to you, man. Crazy weekend, draft weekend, Shador weekend, everything weekend. WNBA started, NFL started. Baseball is official now. They passed, I believe, the 25 game mark. So we're looking at everything, man. But right now, front and center, we're looking at our Philadelphia Eagles. They got the job done in the draft. Howie Roseman knocked it out of the park again. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. He knocked it out of the park again. Jahad Campbell slips all the way down to 31, and we go up to get him. Nolan Smith all over again. All over again. I don't know where they're going to play him. That remains to be seen. That is a big point of interest. Are they going to play him next to Zach Bond, or are they going to play him with his hand in the dirt on the other side of Nolan Smith? All I got to say is it's a good problem to have. It's a good problem to have. What's up, Bob Brown? Happy Monday. Big weekend. Yes, indeed it was. It was a huge weekend. And we are there again. I gave the Eagles draft a B+. The only reason I did not give them an A is because they did not draft a tight end. But it seems like they're going to try to make something happen with Dallas Goedert, and it's going to be what it's going to be. I like Dallas Goedert. It is my wish for him to stay with the team, but he's got to stay on the field. He's got to stay healthy. So if he's going to stay with the team, I'm sure Howie Roseman is not going to pay him out the yin-yang. So it's going to be at a reasonable price, and I'm good with that. He's earned it. He's going to make a little bit of change. He's earned it. I would like to see him stay here and finish here. This draft, and I'm looking at this post by John Clark. It just caught my eye. It just caught my eye, and I talked about this a couple weeks ago. This is safety Andrew Makuba. He was teammates with Trot Jr. and Will Shipley at Clemson. I didn't realize that. What's up, Carlos? I didn't realize that. And I've spoke about this before. When you are a rookie coming into the league, every little thing or any little thing that you can relate to somebody else that give you some type of commonality or familiarity when you're going into a situation like that is so beneficial. Most people don't realize that. If you meet somebody from your school, if they're not from your school, they're from your hometown. If they're not from your hometown, they're from your state. Anything that gives you a common thread with somebody when you're in camp is a huge boost in confidence, because nobody wants to be in camp and they don't know nobody. So it trickles down. The familiarity trickles down. So are they from, did I meet somebody else from Cincinnati? Did I meet somebody else that was from Eastern Kentucky? Was another guy on the team that played in the OVC conference or lived in Kentucky or knew somebody that knew this person, any little thing that you're looking for. And to be able to go in a situation like this, it's happened for us the last 3 seasons. To be able to go in a situation like this and to be teammates with old teammates is phenomenal. It brings down your stress level. It makes it easier for you to learn and get ingratiated in the situation that you're in. Because rest assured, these guys have to learn how to be a pro. They have to learn how to be a pro. A lot of these guys may not have been to big cities, or the first time I came to Philadelphia, and again, I'm from Cincinnati. Cincinnati is a big city, but Cincinnati is not the most urban and with it city. At least it wasn't when I came out. It was a big city, but not a happening city, if you know what I mean. It wasn't a New York. It wasn't Philly. It wasn't, Cincinnati wasn't known for like stuff like that. So when I came to Philadelphia, my first time in Philadelphia was when I ran into Penn Relays. And it was a culture shock to me. I didn't know what a Wawa was. I'm riding down Broad Street in a cab, and I'm trying to figure out why all of these cars are parked in the middle of the street. All of this stuff. I didn't know what a Jean was. All of that stuff, it matters. And to be able to come to a new team, number one, you fulfilling a lifelong dream, you playing in the NFL. But when you get to that team and you got teammates that are already there, man, that's a beautiful situation to be in. So when we keep getting guys from Alabama, and Devontae Smith is here, and we keep getting guys from Oklahoma, or we keep getting guys from Georgia, and you still got Nakobe Dean, and you still got Nolan, and you still got Jalen Carter, or you still got Devontae Smith, or you still got Keely Ringo, or you still got Jalen Hurts. It just makes the transition to the next level easier. And it's one less thing to worry about. You know who's in the best situation right now? Jahad Campbell. Coming from Alabama. So now you got Devontae Smith talking to you. And he's from here. He home. So he's got the easiest transition. He's got the easiest transition right now. Hold on, my brother-in-law. So it's just it just makes life a hell of a lot easier when you're in a situation like that. And they'll feel the benefits of it, especially Jahad, because Jahad can show the other guys around. Jahad is going to be the leader of this rookie group for sure. He's going to be the leader of this rookie group because he's home. He knows the ins and outs of Philly. Like, he already knows he's going to bring some of the guys home to his house. Mom going to cook dinner, probably barbecue. Like, he's going to be the spot because he's home. And it just makes everything so much easier. Hold on for a second. Brother-in-law was calling me. But we just, we just reloaded and we ready to go. We ready to go. We ready to go. Who's in the chat right now? Let me see. Who was first out the limo? Daniel Berry Sports was first out the limo. Then Bob Brown was shortly thereafter. What's up, Carlos? What's up, Afrado? Makuba is going to be a beast. Watch Buda Baker 2.0. I like that reference. I like that. I remember seeing the hit he put on Jackson Dart. I just didn't realize that was him. He stopped him in his tracks cold, knocked his helmet off. Clean hit. So he's not afraid of contact, not afraid to get his hands dirty. That's what I like. Versatility is key with Campbell. Vic loves having options which create packages for HOS home war games against the offense. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, Bob. He's poor Micah Parsons. He ain't coming here now because we got our version. We got our comp. We got our comp. We can put him anywhere on the line of scrimmage, on the defensive line of scrimmage. Can you imagine if you could do something like that and you put Nolan Smith and Jihad on the same side running some crazy stunt? The things that they're going to be able to do with this kid is just off the chain. And he's that good. He's that good. So I'm with you, Bob. Versatility is the key. Versatility is definitely the key. Yeah. First three pick. Fangio got it. Got it. And yeah, y'all, I done said this the last 3-4 times. I done talked about the birds. Vic Fangio and Jeff Stoutland, to me, are on the same level now. They are the two best coaches in football with what they do. Vic Fangio is arguably the best offensive or defensive coordinator in the league. And Jeff Stoutland, and it's not arguable, Jeff Stoutland is the best offensive line coach in the NFL. There is no argument about that. There is no question. He is at the top of the list. Everybody looking at that draft hall, seeing how each player will fit perfectly in immediately, even though it has a 30 to 50% success rate. We're going to have 2 to 3 starters from this rookie class. 2 to 3 starters, I believe. I like Makuba, but I'm still, I still like Sidney Brown. Did Sidney Brown play with Makuba, or was he gone already? Because didn't Sidney Brown come from Clemson? Is that too far out? I don't know. They could have played together. I don't know. I have to look that one up. Because I'm still a big fan. I'm still a big fan of Sidney Brown. I'm still a big fan of Keely Ringo. So I'm good with them. But I like that these young boys gonna come in and put them to the test. That's what you want. That's exactly what you want. Philadelphia, Bama Dog Eagles. Absolutely. Absolutely. Whatever works, Carlos. You already know. Whatever works. You think he is CJ clone? I like that. I don't know if he's as braggadocious as CJ was, but he's definitely physical like that. And he's faster than CJ. So Makuba's, what was his 40 time? I believe I want to say 4.49. What was it? Andrew Makuba, Texas. 4.45. It's even better. So I like it, man. The more I think about it, I might have to give Howie Roseman extra credit to take that B+ to an A just on GP. I still wish we would have got a tight end, but what do I always say? When you win, you nitpicking. And we got the ultimate prize. So, yeah, man, I like it. Are y'all, is anybody filling out the poll? I didn't even look. I forgot to look. What's the poll question? 15 votes. How come I don't see nothing? Who'd be the best defensive rookie? Yeah, I'm thinking Jihad. But so, all right, we got 17 points. So it's like Jihad Campbell is 41%, Andrew Makuba is 29%, and then Ty Robinson. Listen, Ty Robinson, man, I'm telling you, y'all better pay attention. Y'all better pay attention. Ty Robinson is something special. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back and watch more tape on him. That dude is something special. I think we got another diamond in the rough on that one. I mean, we know he was good, but he gonna be one of them situations where we knew he was good. We just didn't know he was this good. And to pair him on the other side of Jalen Carter, with however you want to do that, however you want to play around with him, Jalen Carter, Ojomo, man, bruh. When I say we have reloaded, we have reloaded. We may have even upgraded. We may have even gotten a bigger gun. Because what we about to do next year, if everybody stay healthy and Vic Fangio keep doing what he doing, and Jalen Hurts keeps throwing the ball and running and doing what he doing, man, listen. Saquon Barkley keeps running. Our offensive line continues to stay healthy. And I ain't even got to the offensive tackles we got. We got a offensive guard and two offensive tackles, 166 and 167. And Kendall is what, 6? I think he's 6'5". So listen. I feel like the kid that, I remember you used to go to your grandma's house and she cooked all that food and you got so much food in your mouth you can't even talk, and she asked you, is it good? And you can't even talk right. That's how I feel talking about the Eagles. You got a big mouthful of that grandma's apple pie and you can't even talk because it's so good. That's what the Eagles draft is. It's just like everything was right. Yeah, man, 88's the 50 fronts, bruh. You said a mouthful, man. Bruh, we got problems. We giving everybody problems. Everybody problems. And I'm looking at this thing right now. They're talking about the Eagles at the White House, and I guess Trump mentioned something about the tush push or whatever. But if you watch Ty Robinson, look at how Nebraska put him in the offense at fullback at 288 pounds. Man, I'm like, shit. That's what I'm talking about. Ty Robinson, he was 288. 288, right? That was his weight. Yes, 6'5", 288. Put him at fullback. A.J. Dillon and Ty Robinson in the backfield. When we run the brotherly shove, man, folks are going to have a problem. And even if they don't let us run it, you put them two jokers on the same side of the field, overload that side of the line of scrimmage, and you let Jalen hand it off to Saquon Barkley and let him handle it. I ain't got no problem with that. We don't even need the damn tush push now with these jokers we got. So it's going to be what it's going to be. But the defensive line, when we run that tush push with them two jokers back there, they're going to catch some hands. That's what's going to happen. They can, because he's fast enough. He's fast enough, 4.83 at 288 pounds at 6'5". If you want to, you can. But based on the film that I saw, leave him at tackle. Let them have to contend with Ty Robinson and Jalen Carter. Let them contend with that. I think that's going to be the recipe. Or, once again, we got that rotation going. Ty Robinson, Ojomo, we got it. Jalen Carter ain't got to come off the field. He's shown that his stamina is elite level. All you got to do is just pair him with Jalen Carter. That's all you got to do. I don't care if they put him at edge. They might drop Jihad back to linebacker and move him to edge. That's a possibility. And it's just the way that he could play different packages. He'll be up, then he'll drop down in 3. Maybe he'll move out, move inside. Man, it's so many things that you can do. So many things that you can do with those chess pieces on the board. We got queen pieces on the board. Y'all can move him in any direction you want. Any direction you want. We could even put Jalen Carter at edge if we really wanted to. Stop playing. He's fast enough to do it. In a tight end, trying to block Jalen Carter, that's bad for business. That's bad for business. Jalen Carter is a walking mismatch. It's all pro centers that can't get with him. Listen, APR is another one I like. His film was solid. He's another one that should have been drafted higher. So when I say we reloaded, our guns just got bigger, bro. Our guns just got bigger. APR put good tape together. Good tape together. So I don't think it matters how they do it. I don't think it matters. Whatever combination we put together, offensive lines are going to have a problem because of that man in the middle, Jalen Carter. And now you get all these young Thundercats on the other side of the ball. These rooks going to come in. And now you got Ty Robinson. Now you got Jihad. Now you got Ojomo. That's going to be problematic, bro. That's going to be problematic. It's Quentin. Let me be honest with you. I've come to the perspective or the opinion that sacks are not as important as we think they are. Tackles for loss and hurries are more important. TFLs and hurries, putting pressure on the quarterback, in my opinion, are more important. Sacks are great. Sacks are great. Sacks don't force interceptions. Hurries do. Putting pressure on the quarterback, getting in them passing lanes. That's another thing about Ty Robinson. This joker's wingspan has got to be damn near 7 foot. So now he's in line of sight with the quarterback, getting them hands up. Boy, they're going to have hell to pay. And now you got Ty Robinson and Jihad and Nolan Smith. Which side, as an offensive coordinator, which side are you going to concentrate on? The Nolan Smith side or the Jihad side or the Ty Robinson side or Jalen Carter coming up the middle? You can't block everybody. You got to make a decision. You saw that in the Super Bowl. We made Spags make a decision, and every time he made one, it was wrong. Every time Andy Reid made a decision, it was wrong. You can't stop Jalen Carter, and you can't stop Josh Sweat, and you couldn't stop Milt Williams. You had to make a decision, and everywhere you turned, it was wrong. How many times did I talk about if Spags was going to bring that safety up to support the run, and you're going to be single high, and you got Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown on the edges, and both of them burned them for touchdowns? We knew it was going to happen. They had no answers, none. And we're going to be in the same boat again. We're going to be in the same situation again. Watch. As long as we stay healthy through camp, man, listen. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm going to be studying all kinds of tape. I'm going to be studying all kinds of tape. So it's going to be crazy. It is going to be crazy. My wife just sent me this thing. It says the Browns may cut Colorado Buffaloes, Shedeur Sanders before the season even starts. I don't see that happening. But it's possible. It's possible. That's what happens when you're talking about a 5th and a 6th round pick. You can't keep all them quarterbacks. They need to cut Deshaun Watson and get rid of that money. That's what they need to do. But in any case, I like our situation, man. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I'm going to put the link up in about 2 minutes. I've been ranting for about a half an hour. But I'm digging what I'm picking up what Howie is putting down, and I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Um, yeah, Jalen Hunt, absolutely. Bob, you 100% right, dude. And I did forget Jalen Hunt. I'm so into the rooks and the draft picks, I'm forgetting what we already got. Jalen Hunt, yeah, another diamond in the rough from a small school, prove he can hang with the big boys and is only going to get better. And I said this yesterday. I don't think Bryce Huff is a bust. Bryce Huff can ball. You think he lucked into all of them sacks in New York? Hell no. No. And now we have the depth. If the only time you want to put him in is on passing downs, damn it, that's what you do. Because that's how he got all them sacks in New York. And if that's what works, you got one job. Bryce, you got one job. It was the same thing with Hassan Reddick. Why were you complaining about Bryce Huff? Didn't Hassan Reddick hurt his wrist? Didn't he play the first couple weeks with a cast on and didn't do a damn thing? And the game he took that cast off, he had a sack. That's when it started. What makes Bryce Huff any different? He got what 12 sacks with the Jets? People look at the wrong thing. They trying to spin that narrative like he's a bust, and he's far from it. He was hurt. He wasn't 100%. So, yeah, Quentin, he didn't seem happy, but I'm trying to avoid the Shador talk. I talked about Shador this afternoon. So, but I mean, it's all good. I got to show this video clip. Um, I don't know if y'all saw First Take or whatever. If you saw Joy Taylor's rant about quarterback evaluation, I was cracking up because she was 100% right. Because I'm like me, I'm like, these dudes don't know nothing. They don't know. They don't know shit. A player, and this is any position. I know we talking about Shador, but this goes to any position. Success. The most important thing, number one, the most important feature going on in camp, especially for rookies, is the guy that can absorb the playbook first. If you're a rookie and you get the playbook and you can process everything that's going on and you understand what you're doing and where you're supposed to be and where everybody else is supposed to be, those are the guys that make the team. They make the team because they know the playbook. And what happens is there's a lot of mistakes that get made in camp. So coaches are looking for somebody that know what they're doing so they can make the most out of their time. So if you get a rookie that absorbed the playbook and he always runs the right play and always knows where he's supposed to be, coaches are going to call on him more. So you see him more. He gets more reps, more time on the field. And before you know it, they done called his name 10, 11, 12 times in the preseason game. Now everybody in the public knows his name. He should make the team. He got a good preseason. That's how it works. So that's the most important thing. Learning the playbook. Everything else is secondary. It don't matter if you got a rocket arm, but you don't know who you're throwing to. So, yeah, they may not have seen Happy drafting them, but they did. So I don't know what they're gonna do. If they do try to get rid of him, are they just gonna cut him, or just they're gonna try to get him with another team? Like, what's gonna happen with that? I don't know. If they do cut him, that would really be a shame because then they would have just wasted his time, and that would be really sad. That would be really sad because then I would look at people as like, nah, that's bullshit. Like somebody, they got it out for him. I don't care what anybody say because you just don't. Nah, not somebody that was that up on that type of pedestal. You got to at least give him the opportunity to play. So, any concerns on the offensive line? Jake Elliott, yes. Offensive line, no. We got 3 big boys on the offensive line, so we good. Cam Jurgens suggested Kendall, and the guy from, I think his name is Miles Hinton, the guy from Michigan, and the guy from dang it. What did I get off that? I forget what his other guy's name is. Eagles draft picks. Yeah, Miles Hinton and Cameron Williams. Both of them big boys. Miles Hinton, I believe, is 6'6", and Cameron Williams, I believe, is 6'7". They're huge. Yeah. Yeah, Bob, what makes Huff different is the money. Absolutely. Good point. Reddick was playing on the sheep. Yep, you are right. You are right. That's not his fault. That's not his fault, though. The Eagles gave him that contract. So they got to pony up. And again, when they did it, he was kind of worth it. He was worth it. He was putting up numbers like Hassan Reddick, but was, 4 or 5 years younger. So it was worth it. I still wish they would have found a way to keep Hassan, because that would have been even worse last year. Hassan Reddick, with everything Jalen was, man, listen. And then I got to watch Hassan Reddick over in Japan with a robe and an umbrella, man. What's going on with that? Landon Dickerson, why you say that like now? I ain't heard that before. Why would Landon Dickerson retire? You mean Lane Johnson? Is that who you talking about? I didn't hear nothing about Landon Dickerson trying to retire. I don't know. Maybe you talking about Lane Johnson. I don't know. So, well, we good, man. Okay, Lane Johnson, got you. We got guys as big as Lane Johnson, if not bigger. All right, I just dropped the link in the chat. If anybody wants to come on, talk your talk for a bit. We got So you got Jahad Campbell, Andrew Makuba, Ty Robinson, Mac McWilliams, Smile Munden. It's not Smael, it's Smile. Smile Munden, Drew Kendall. Drew Kendall is the guy that Cam Jurgens suggested. So he's going to be another swing. He could be a backup. Drew Kendall, Kyle McCord being another local kid. Miles Hinton, Cameron Williams, and then APR. Antoine Powell Ryland from Virginia Tech. So we just had a great draft. And when you look at film on all those guys, you can see what's going on. So we are in good shape. Great shape, as a matter of fact. The only thing we need to do now is get a tight end. Because even if we don't, even if we do sign Dallas Goedert, we still need depth at tight end. And we need somebody that can block. Definitely need somebody that can block. So we'll see what they do with that. All right, I wanted to play this for you. I wanted to play this. This was funny. Let me see if I can get it. Hold on for a second. Ah, dang it. What did I do? What did I do? Nope. I used to have another microphone that I could feed the. Let me see if I can do this. Nope. Microphone. I want the other. Nah, this is not what I'm trying to do. I want to be able to play the video, but also be able to where you can hear it, and I don't have it set up right. Dang it, my bad. Yeah, I might have to fix it. What about the tight corner? Nope. Yeah, I might have to fix it. Dang it. It was funny though, because it was Joy Taylor going off of about a minute and a half talking about um, quarterback evaluators don't have a clue what they're talking about, and she's right. Everybody's guessing because that's what I was talking about earlier about. It matters where you go and what your coaches are because um, I said this at lunch, and I was talking to my brother-in-law who's actually from Chicago, so he talks about the Bears a lot. And my question was, if Jaden Daniels had gone to Chicago, would he be as good as he's would he be as good as he is now? And I don't think he would be. I don't think he would be. I think what the coaching staff was doing out there with Justin Fields and all that type of stuff was horrible. They hung Justin Fields out to dry and ruined that kid's career. Because Justin Fields was in Chicago running for his life. Running for his life. And then they trade him away. And then they get all of these pieces to try to make the team better. It's like, why the hell didn't you do that when you had the quarterback? And again, this is when you had these GMs and these owners that think they're the smartest man in the room, and they are not. They are not. But because it's their money and their team, can't nobody tell them nothing. Y'all better get these dudes out of your organization or you ain't gonna never win. Never. Quentin, I hear you, bro. Quentin, listen. I was talking about that today because for those of you that don't know, I did start my second channel, which is geared towards women's basketball. So I did start Pro Fan Hoops, right? But so everything that I'm doing now, I still do it under Pro Fan Talk. But any content I create for basketball, it still goes on Pro Fan Talk. But I just upload another video to Pro Fan Hoops. Maybe I'll change the thumbnail, but it's essentially the same video. So now only basketball stuff is on the site. Only basketball stuff is on the site. And going forward, that's what I'm going to do. And then eventually when I get this up and running, they'll be separate. This will be only basketball. This will be only football. So I'm working on it. So, but yeah, the reason I said that, Quentin, because I was thinking about doing a barbecue channel. I got the channel name and everything. But the thing with food, man, food takes so long to film, especially when you're doing prep work. And the problem is, it's just me. It's just me. So just imagine me trying to trim a brisket, and then I got to hit the camera, and my hands is greasy, and I got to stop, wash my hands, do the camera, fix it, reposition it, hit. It's tough. It's tough. What's up, Nana? So yeah, I'm a big brisket fan. I will be cooking a brisket probably next weekend or Memorial Day weekend. I'll definitely be doing that. So um, I'm at the point now where I'm trying to get the yard ready, try to get rid of all these damn carpenter bees, and clean out my area so I can put one in the smoker. I have done the dry rub overnight. It all depends on how much stuff is in the refrigerator. I usually do it, rub it, and same day, unless I prep and want to like go to sleep and then wake up at like 3 in the morning and put it on. Then I'll prep it and leave it in the fridge overnight or something like that. But for the most part, I'll rub it, I'll let it sit out for a couple hours, and then stick it on the smoker. So I'm good. Good. Yeah, the food, man, chaotic, bruh. I thought about it, man. I thought about it. I really want to do it. I just don't know if I have time to do it because again, it's just me. What I would have to do was I would have to do like a live stream. like set the camera up somewhere and just go. And whatever you get is whatever you get. And it might be sometimes if you looking at nothing but the grill and ain't nobody out there because I'm inside using the bathroom or washing my hands or prepping something else. So yeah. My buddy did it. One of my teammates, Mark McMillan, was on um was it the next chef with Gordon Ramsay? The Next Level Chef. He was on that show. Mark McMillan, look it up. From Alabama. He was my teammate back in '93 with the Eagles. And he told me the whole story. He said he was just making stuff on TikTok of him in his backyard cooking on the grill, and somebody saw it and called him, and he ended up going to London and being on the show for like a month. He told us the whole thing, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Just from him out in the back. So I've thought about it. I really wish I might try to figure out a way to do it, like maybe like one video a week. You just got to show yourself cooking, but the setup is the killer. The setup is the killer because you got to do it takes long enough when you got to prep, especially when you're doing brisket and stuff like brisket and ribs, because you got to trim the brisket, then you got to season it up, then you put it in a big tub or a foil and just leave it there till it's ready to put on the smoke. But when you're doing ribs, you got to get the ribs ready, you got to trim them, you got to take the silver skin off, all of that type of stuff. And then what happens if it's like 8, 10, 15 racks of ribs? Like you be sick of doing that after a while. Trying to take that silver skin off, your hands all slippery. You got to get a paper towel and try to rip it off, and then it doesn't rip off all the way. It's a lot to it, man. A lot to it. Shout out to these guys, like some of the guys like Diva Q, some of the people that I watch on TV and Food Network, and I follow them on YouTube because it is a production to be able to do that and film it, and you got the top view and all of that type of stuff, man. There's a lot that goes to it, bro. A lot that goes to it. So I thought about it. I got the name for it. I just ain't really had time to do it. Plus, my area, the cook area, is not very clean. Like, think about all of that stuff. I don't have a manicured kitchen. I don't have a manicured like barbecue area out the back. I got a big slab in the back, and I got like 3 smokers on there and all that type of stuff. So I'm thinking about it, man. Maybe I'll do something one of these days. So I might as well. What's the dude's name? Malcolm from How to Barbecue Right. Malcolm Reed. I watch him all the time. Malcolm Reed, the dude from Barbecue Church, the dude, the barbecue scientist. I forget what his name is. He's got a huge channel. He was a science teacher that loved barbecue. And then his barbecue channel just blew up. I forget what his name is, but I watch his stuff all the time. Like I said, Diva Q, she was on barbecue, the Barbecue Wars or whatever that show was. She was the girl from Canada. I've gone back and forth with her on social media before. So what's up, Aussie Johnny? What's going on, dude? What's good, brother? I see you in there. What's good? What's happening down under, brother? I did not cover the White House trip live. I was working today. I saw it. I couldn't figure out, did Jalen took pictures with the team and did he not stay? Or like I don't understand like what happened. Because some people said he was in the photo, and then some people said he didn't go. So I don't know which one it is. In any case, and then people was all upset because Saquon Barkley was there and played golf with Trump and all that type of stuff. So it's like, hey man, to each his own, bro. To each his own. If you can get them to lower the prices of the eggs, then all good. If you can talk them down on a par 4, I'm all for it, brother. But have the experience. You got the experience that many people will never have. So, I ain't mad at them. I don't particularly like the dude, but I ain't gonna get mad at Saquon. Do your thing, live your life, bro. So yeah, I couldn't figure out that. Somebody said he was in a photo, and then somebody said, then I saw the thing that Malcolm Jenkins sent. And I was like, okay. And so he didn't go. So, but it is what it is. It ain't nothing but a choice. It ain't nothing but a choice. Because we're gonna wake up tomorrow and the world gonna keep spinning. And in a week from now, ain't nobody gonna care. So yeah, I'm with you, Dank Bar Gang. They got every right. Do you? So let me see. What was I looking at? Dang it! I wanted to show that video of of Joy Taylor. She was going off. She was going off. She was like, nobody knows what the hell they're doing, and I'm like, 100% right. 100% right. Let me see. Lots of players and management stepped up to shake Trump's hand, but I respect Jalen's stance. It's his choice. Absolutely, it's his choice. Absolutely. They tried to make it a big deal before, but like I said, these days everybody's attention span is short. So some people, it's gonna ruffle feathers one way or the other. But at the end of the day, he stood on his principles. He did what he did. He made his decision. He didn't mingle around with it. I ain't hear no quotes about it. Like I wish I saw what Saquon put on his social media, on his Twitter or whatever, and I was like, I wish he never would have said nothing. Just let people be mad. You don't owe nobody an explanation for what you want to do. You don't owe nobody no explanation. I agree with what Killer Mike said. Killer Mike, he was on some show and they were ripping him because he was dealing with a Republican governor or something like that. And he said, "Hold on, hold on, hold on." It's like just because I got to sit down to the table with him. If he the current king, you got to sit down with the king and talk business. Don't matter if you agree or disagree. You got to sit down there and you still got to, sit down and say what you got to say. And I believe that. So you ain't got to like him, but that's not for me to decide for you. And Saquon did what he wanted to do. Period. Trump was pretty funny. Yeah, I heard he was talking about the tush push. I didn't watch it, so I have no desire to watch it. I think those are boring. So, except when Travis Kelsey was there, he was drunk and tried to grab the mic. That was kind of funny. Mahomes grabbed him like, "Oh no, oh no." So, what I know about Killer Mike, run them jewels, baby. Uh, yeah, Carlos, I ain't even watch it, bro. I was working, so I was good. I didn't miss nothing. I'll tell you what, though, what I did see today, and it was very entertaining. I was listening to Cleveland sports radio this morning. That was very entertaining because they don't know what the hell they're gonna do up there. Very entertaining, man. I tell you what. I just read Steen's grandfather was awarded the Medal of Honor, so for him it was definitely patriotic. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. He has moments. It's just like you know, the bad outweighs the good sometimes. So, but yeah, that's cool. Tyler Steen's grandfather. That's dope. That's dope. But I tell you what, though, we something else I saw. Uh, well, you know what? Here's you don't need this. Watch this pick from Makuba. Boom, took it, snatched it out of the air, snatched it out of the air. That's the kind of athleticism we got back there now. Oh my God, Big Makai Becton was up there. That's what's up, man. I'm glad they had a good time. Did nothing pop off. Did nothing crazy happen. So that's really all that matters, man. No, we don't need no other distractions right now. We don't need no other distractions. So, but like I said, hey, to each his own. I'm sure they enjoyed themselves, and so be it. I ain't mad at them for that. Not mad at them for that. So, but I am just happy that we got it all together. I am very much looking forward to the alumni day where we can go to practice and then the alumni game, all that type of stuff. Really looking forward to that. Um, Looking forward to being able to talk to some of them people, talking to some of them young fellas. I want to be able to see. I got to reach out to see if how N'Kobe is doing. I know he's going through his rehab. He's trying to get back on the field. So, and now again, you got this young Thundercat that's stealing, trying to steal your spot. That's the nature of the beast in the NFL. Every year, somebody's trying to take your spot, trying to take your job, and you just got to deal with it and outplay them. That's what it comes down to. So, yeah, I don't like that rule either. Bird game. They should make that like the pros. If don't nobody touch you, keep the play going. Keep the play going. He didn't know whether to stop or not. I thought that was funny. Thought that was funny. So, but yeah, man, I think I'm gonna get out of here. My wife's about to get off work, so I have to see if I'm gonna do some more experiments about going at 8 instead of 9. I'm still trying to play with the times, but make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click that like button. Make sure you click on that notification bell. Has anybody else had any issues with notifications? My brother-in-law told me he is not getting any of my notifications, and he is subscribed. So he said that the bell has still been clicked and all that type of stuff, but he's in Portland, Oregon, so I can't just see how it's hooked up. He's too far away. But if you have any problems, let me know. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I am very excited for these Eagles and what they're about to do. I am going to have. I'm making a transition into WNBA because they just started, so that's going to get hot and heavy. However, I am still going to be doing some more videos and breakdowns and film study with what we got. I'm going to look at some of these rooks. I still got a video that I'm working on about the tush push and what goes into it. So we still gonna have some more stuff. I'm trying to, in the process, I'm updating my graphics and the things that I can do. Right now, I'm working on. I got to change my background. Since we going into basketball season, I got to put a basketball arena back there. I actually have a 3D basketball arena, so I'm working on things like that. So got a lot of irons in the fire. Just trying to get it done. Just trying to step my game up, and it's working. It's working. The thumbnails have gotten a little bit better, getting a little bit bigger audience on days like this, because normally I'd be like 15, 12 to 15. Now I'm anywhere between 25 and 30, and just want to keep that growing. I told you the goal is I want to start having 100 people on the streams, 100 people on the stream. So I don't know if we got to go out recruiting, bring your friends, call your sister, whatever it takes. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. So I'm about to get out of here, man. This was short, sweet, to the point, and pleasant. I like that, man. Everybody that was in the building, you already know I appreciate you. Dark Bird Gang just got us rich the other day. I appreciate you. Pat Ryan, Quentin Fields, Carlos, 88s. Pat, hold on, man. You've been rocking with me for a while, too. I'm trying to catch up on all of this stuff. There we go. Pat Ryan gets the wrench because he's been rocking with me for a while. So let's make it plain. Eagle Stewart, as usual. Bob Brown, as usual. Also, Johnny dropped in. Quentin been rocking with me for a while. So, you know what? Let's make it happen, man. Give everybody their flowers now. Appreciate you, Quentin. Gonna keep rocking. Keep this thing going. Cody K, as usual. And of course, Carlos and Bob. Like, man, it was a good night tonight, man. Good night tonight. So we're gonna have some more stuff tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be something else in the news, but I'm thinking I might try to get a video about actual football clips. So I wish they had a site like you guys always know, like I go to NFL.com and I can get my I can watch film of the games and all that type of stuff. I'm wondering if there's a spot like that for college football. That would be kind of dope if there isn't already. So, but yeah, all right, man. I'm about to get up out of here. Quentin, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Do me a favor. I will be live tomorrow night, probably same bad time, same bad channel, probably around 9 o'clock. Do me a favor. I want to see everybody in here, but please, please, please bring a friend. Bring somebody else. Like send somebody the link. Like, yo, you got to catch out. You got to check out Coach Marcus. So we can double the audience. That's what I'm trying to do. But I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna go give me something to eat, chill out with the wifey for a little bit, and I will catch y'all out tomorrow. All right. Holler at y'all later. Peace. Go Birds.